All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. I'm Gus. What episode is it?
It's been a while.
It's 6?
I think it's 6. 5 didn't get posted. Are we counting 5? Are we counting 5?
Y'all may or may not see that at some point, but anyway though. I always welcome y'all to our special guest today. Everyone,
Yes.
give a warm welcome.
Hello.
By the way, she is late.
I'm sorry.
So she has to take 2 shots.
That DC
Lord.
traffic, 2?
Do we even have enough for 4 shots?
So I really don't think so.
I actually just tried some of that recently for the first time. My homegirl had some. She was over. Oh yeah. So for me it started during lockdown when everything was peak madness. And I feel like not everybody, but a lot of people kind of learned how to start like doing their own things and so I got bored and I've always liked having my nails done and I just decided to order some supplies and first to learn how to do it. That's step number 1. Order some supplies, get myself going, and for a while I was just doing my own nails. I've never really wanted to make it a business at first because I already work and go to school and it was just like a fun hobby, for myself, like my mom, my friends, little here and there kind of thing. So I didn't start taking clients until the semester was over, for real. And I just really keep my availability limited, if it gets to the point where it is supplement my income to some extent, I would cut my hours back at work and maybe do that more because it's not really something you can jump ship with. Of course, I haven't been like a slow season. I did start at a good time. It's summer, everybody wants prom nails, everybody wants graduation nails, and so I did start at a good time, but I don't know what it's like through the winter or through whatever else is going on. Inflation got a lot of people going crazy. So
that was another question.
The controversy of pricing.
Yes,
nail pricing.
Because not just that, but
now also with just nails, lashes, hairstylists.
So let me say this, right? For one, it's different. If you're going to a walk-in salon, they don't have to supply their own products. A lot of times you aren't coming across people who are licensed. I'm not licensed myself, not yet, but I'm not. I'll be upfront about it. No, I'm not licensed. It's nothing I'm saying, but but it's just the main reason for the pricing is because we do have to supply the stuff ourselves, and it's not cheap. Those jars of acrylic and also the tools we use have to be maintenance. So I have to keep getting new drill bits, new brushes, new files, new buffers. All that kind of stuff is one use each client. So it costs, and then also the time, the labor. Y'all see the nails that these girls want now. A lot of these like Instagram designs. This took me hours. So
the nice.
I don't know if the people can really get into it from where they're at, but we got a little 3D situation going on.
the green and the blue. I'm already excited.
So okay, but a lot of the artwork and the stuff that people want on nails nowadays, it takes a long time. It's very time consuming and it's not easy. So you're paying for me having to supply myself and you're paying for my time and my labor, just like a braider, just like a lash tech. And if I'm gonna be honest, the nails last longer than a lace front. The nails last longer than like a set of lashes, especially if you upkeep your lashes and you're going every 2 weeks. You're working with a good nail tech, you're getting a quality set. It can hold on for a month, maybe more if you're careful and you're doing the things that you need to do. But so it also lasts longer than majority of the beauty services that are already provided anyway. So quality, time, products.
How do you separate yourself from everyone else that's doing it as well?
I'm just starting out. So I'm, not having as many clients as I hope to, or as I know I'll be having, months down the line and stuff. So for me, I don't really feel like, when it comes to the beauty industry specifically, I don't feel like it'll ever be oversaturated or like it'll ever be, you know what I mean? There's space for every nail tech that wants to join the game, every braider, every lash tech. Like, women, we're always gonna want that. We're always gonna want to do that. So it's like, I don't know. I definitely am, you know, starting out with beginner pricing. You know, if you're doing something like this, make sure that like you research and you look into who else around you is doing nails and what they're charging and, you know, all those kinds of things and the type of work that they're doing. And, you know, you'll get a reference for what's going on in your area, because it's also different. Like, a full set in Baltimore is not the same as a full set in LA or in New York. Right. So yeah. Mainly I just did my research, checked out, you know, other nail techs in the area and what they're pricing, especially ones that are very experienced or have been in the game for a while or anything like that. And yeah, I just kind of figured it out from there and set my pricing as is. But once I have a consistent clientele, and of course, like, you know, getting my license is like, again, I haven't really considered making this a business until like just recently, like within the past 2 months. So now I'm thinking like, wait a minute, if I am really going to be doing this, I should get my license. I should do that for sure.
Do you have to like go to like a class?
So in the state of Maryland, you can either go to cosmetology school, you can go to nail school, or you have to do an apprenticeship in a licensed nail salon. Okay. So I've been considering trying to do that because, again, I already work and go to school, and I don't know how nail school would also fit into that. But yeah, I have options. So I just have to figure it out and, you know, see what's going to go best for me. Because, again, if I'm going to be doing this, I have to be licensed. And, you know, granted, everybody has to start out some kind of way. Like, shout out to all my friends that have let me practice on them and had nails on there looking crazy and popping off and peeling and all types of things. So, you know, I wouldn't be where I'm at without that practice and, you know, people willing to, I'm sure y'all have, you know, maybe, or maybe not y'all, but, you know, dudes will let their mans cut them if they trying to learn how to cut hair and, you know, figure stuff out, or, you know, your homegirl want to start doing lashes. So yeah, everybody has to start somewhere. You do have to do the work before you get the license so you know how to do it. But yeah. So I haven't really felt like there's competition. There's like, because also all the nail techs I'm looking into, they're all doing their thing. They're all doing their thing. They all have consistent clientele and all types of things. So yeah, I don't think the beauty industry will ever be oversaturated. There will ever be like too much competition. So yeah.
Speaking of which, you mentioned it earlier.
Now I already know what the answer will be
because I
already
saw
my story.
Yes, I already saw.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
You did mention a DM that you got about one of the podcast topics. Worst DM you've ever gotten,
bro. I won't automatically say it's the worst, but just the most recent. I got DM'd just a video, which I was like, I was curious. Ladies, don't be opening videos and pictures and stuff like that. I will say though, like the whole unsolicited, can I curse?
Yeah.
The whole unsolicited dick pic thing, like that's, I will say, at least in my case, that is a thing of the past. That hasn't happened since I was like 19. So, so I'm like, I think y'all got it. I think y'all get it at this point. Like, we don't want that. But yeah, so I was curious. So I clicked on it and this fucking bald head Tupac looking ass, like not even Tupac, just a weirdo. He recorded himself, and what he said wasn't wrong, but this is not how you approach people. It was weird. Sent me a video like, hey beautiful, how you doing? I'd like to get to know you, and I think you should let me take you out. What you think?
And he said,
mind you, hold on. It was a reply to my story from like the day before, just like a selfie or something while I was at work. So it had already been sitting there for like 20 hours or some shit, you know what I mean? It was from the day before. So I was like, okay. I think the fuck not. Like, what do you mean?
Yeah, that's not it, fellas.
So, I was already talking to my homegirls on the phone. So immediately we start geeking. We're laughing about it and everything.
Oh yeah.
And while I'm still talking, like literally a couple minutes later, he sent me another video, and I was like, this nigga seen me see it. Like,
he was waiting for the scene.
Like, this nigga watched me see it. Like,
and we're turning the scene real quick, and he was on it.
And then the next video was he was driving in the car, looking crazy, and he was like, "Oh, so I can't get no conversation, no text back, no nothing." Blocked. Blocked. I've never blocked somebody so fast. Damn. Blocked. So it was weird. Bro, it was weird. And I don't be airing niggas out for being weird, but it was so funny. I said, I gotta put this on my story.
I'm dead.
It was so funny. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it was bad.
But and it be the old heads sometimes. It be them. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Those niggas that with the most what's the word for it? Let's say not give a fuck. Those
niggas with the most balls.
Yeah.
Like shit.
Fuck.
Yeah, like it was too much.
Especially when they talk to a younger woman, they really don't care.
Oh, that was too much for me.
Yeah,
that shit was scary. I was like, sir, I'm afraid. Like blocked. blocked.
You take back, sir, I'm afraid.
He was sitting on it. He was going back. Did she watch it? I was waiting for me to see it. Like that's crazy.
I tell you what though, I will say this.
Literally within like 2 minutes, I was like, damn. Let's block you.
I will say this though, when you
don't want nobody like that booking, you
know? That's
like
facts.
No.
When you do send like I don't say a risky DM, well more so a risky DM than a text. When you send something and it's been, I don't say sent, but you wait for that shit to see. Look at scene. Boy, that time period from when you send that motherfucker to scene reply.
Yeah.
That shit really.
It'd be a minute.
Oh yeah. Not a minute. It's just the stress from when you hit send to scene or reply. That shit is
blood pressure gone.
Anyway, what's worst name you got?
Yeah, no.
The worst DM I done got?
Yeah. I mean, I've heard some stories. Shit you told me. But what's the worst you think for sure?
Oh man, I gotta think back a little bit because I've been chilling for a little minute now.
Don't tell me my sister's doing too much out here in the DMs looking crazy.
Boy, I ain't gonna lie. Some of them be going outside.
Yeah.
You got your weird males. There's also some weird females. It's just a lot smaller percentage, but they out there. They definitely out there. Damn, I ain't gonna lie. It probably wasn't even a DM. This was more so like, all right, I ain't gonna lie. I used to be on dating apps. This is probably like a dating app.
There's nothing wrong with that. That's the generation.
It was like a dating app.
Those are gonna be our DM love stories when we're old.
Seriously.
But no, I don't even. This girl basically hit me up, and it's going back to the weird thing because it's like, and it's not normal for women to like kind of press like that. But anyway, she told me I was handsome, which is cool. But
right.
Then
humble.
It like kind of flipped. Like she sent, I don't want to say like a paragraph, but it was a couple lines, and she basically was telling me what she wanted me to do to her, and I'm like,
wow. Straight to
the straight to the point. I'm like, I mean, I get one of the dating apps. But some people
said, "Damn, bitch, take me to dance."
Like, you don't even know my name.
Buy me a drink or something.
You don't even know my name on here.
The ultra aggressive women be kind of. This a little baby.
I was just having this conversation earlier with my boyfriend, and I was saying, like, I don't believe in women approaching men
at all.
Maybe I'm old school like that. What I said was, this is what I said verbatim. I said that, like, you know, when y'all approach us and y'all come up to us, there's a little bit of navigation of like, is she feeling me? Like, what's the, you know, this sounds bad. That's y'all's job, I feel like. When I come up to you and I'm letting you know what it is, I feel like I've already done half the job for you. You know what I mean? Maybe it's a little old school of me, but I've never pressed a man. I've never slid in a man's DMs.
Why you think that?
I don't look down on it.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I have plenty of friends who have or have done or whatever the case, but me personally,
there's nothing wrong with that.
I don't believe in it for me. Let me say that.
There's nothing wrong with that. Shit, I like a woman that's gonna go get what she want.
I feel that though, like, bro, if you had an opportunity to fucking get the person that you really want, you're not gonna.
Because I don't want to say like chase in a negative term, like how people were trying to say it, but yeah, like Well, chase me a little bit.
Right now,
I'm not like.
for some people, niggas,
doing that.
I ain't gonna lie to you. That feeling for niggas sometimes is like the same thing though. And some women, they don't. It's not even like that they really think about too much. They just don't care. Like, so if they see a nigga they want, they gonna say something to them. They gonna go. You know, they gonna get them.
Yeah, I respect it.
Now I ain't gonna lie though. The percentage of men shooting is a lot lower than women shooting, because when a woman shoot, that shit probably gonna go into.
You mean the percentage of
percentage of shots? Yes, yes. Yes, but sometimes you do got them. Like one time I got pressed by this one girl, and I don't like to judge people, but I ran away. Like I actually almost like turned around and ran away.
Well, to your point though, I think it's more so the fact that there's more men shooting than women.
There is more men shooting.
So the percentage is always going to be outscaled.
I feel like even if it was even, women would hit more shots than men do, just because I hate to say it, but niggas really don't have no standards. Some niggas don't have standards at all. Like we'll touch anything, we'll talk to anything, just to kind of get, you know.
Women too, some.
That's true. No, you right.
Oh my god, I just posted this on my fucking story a couple days ago. Women, I think, have no game. Well, not that because you. I feel like women.
You can't say all. She's like, I don't need it.
Some women really like, bro. Oh, damn, what's the worst game I probably got? That was leading to what the fuck I was going to say. So this was probably like we first got the 4508.
Oh, bro, 4508 was a blur. 4508 was crazy. And if y'all don't know, 4508 is our last like number to our old apartment. Yeah, and like we got some stories.
If you know, you know. Yeah, those who know who know. But bruh,
okay.
So you never been to the game nights?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You only came to the
no.
But yeah, those, man, I miss those game nights, bro. But anyway, so we was, I forgot what the fuck we was on. We was coming back. Oh, I know exactly what it was. You remember that night when you was talking to that one older shorty that was married or had a nigga at Rodos? Yes.
Oh yeah. That night. She had just got married. I do remember that. She had just got married like maybe like 3 weeks before that.
Yes. Too. So
why are you not on a honeymoon? Why are you outside at Rodos?
It was this girl.
Supposed to be on a honeymoon.
It was this girl that Rondon booked in the club, whatever. Right? He get to talking whatever, and then she told you that she got married and
yeah, like she basically told me that she had a nigga and like that was her husband.
Regardless of the fact,
screaming,
that's fucked up. He got to DM shit like that, and I told him, I say, dummy, just literally tell her we drinking, pull up, something
it's
like
funny,
that.
No, it's funny.
The married lady?
We were literally in a drive-thru.
Telling the married lady pull up?
Yes. Hold on.
Rona said, it
might have been like 1:30 a.m. We in a drive-thru, and I'm like, damn. Like I didn't really know what to do because once she told me she was married, you know, not dead yet.
Yeah.
My brother take the phone. he said, we drinking at the crib, pull up. And I'm like,
immediate response.
Immediate response. Now, basically they was ready to pull up. It was her and her friends. They was gonna pull up, but they wanted me to come pick them up, which was dead.
That's right. Where the fuck was they at?
They was over east off of Bel Air and like Moravia. Damn. And we was in Owens Mills. Like, so I mean, I had to pick them up.
And you're married. Like, that's
and you're married.
So if this nigga pull up, that shit is bakey. I'm not gonna lie. That's a little bakey.
Yeah. But anyway, that night, I almost said the name. Jesus Christ. Somebody that would not be named. She spoke up, and she basically said, why you not here? And boom. For some reason that shit completely turned me up because we never got to the conversation of you know how you flirt with somebody. Like it's a ping pong. You know, it's a go back and forth. It's a flirt here now.
And it build up.
It's a give and take.
You feel me? It's a build up that makes you wanna. You know what I'm saying? That makes you wanna get that. But
she went straight.
It said fuck the ping pong. Just how basically someone to yours, and then we hop straight into that.
Damn, no foreplay.
No foreplay.
It's like
no kissing, no
hugging,
no nothing.
No nothing. No
yeah,
dinner.
just straight. Yo, I don't know if she was drunk, but I was like, essentially, I was not. And that shit completely turned me off. Because it was like
it'd be like that sometimes, bro.
Yeah, and also I was focused on that when we was trying to do with them. The marriage choice. So I wasn't informed that shit. Yeah, that was
a minute ago.
That was probably. I don't get too many crazy DMs. Like you said, you get the handsome and shit like here and that, but I don't get too many
crazy DMs. Other crazy is probably like I said, just like those unsolicited dick pics. I don't want that. That's crazy.
Woman, I would be terrified to like click on my DMs and click on like the one.
I've
No, not even that. The DM that's like you don't follow that person. You know how like a DM request. I would be terrified to click on like just say you get on your phone. It's 5 DM requests. I'm be terrified to open them motherfuckers.
How do you think? I'm gonna start with you, Ron. How do you think social media has affected today's like dating?
So one, I'm looking at it kind of from both ways. One, people kind of look at things like, all right, I don't want to say there's no consequence, but okay, you say whatever to somebody, and either they're gonna be with it or they not. And if they're not, what's the worst thing that's gonna happen? You're gonna get blocked. But some niggas use that and kind of get too crazy. But I mean, to be honest with you, obviously I'm only 24. I haven't really lived in like the time before social media, like being a young adult. Right. But I think I would have probably preferred it just because you had to actually go out and meet somebody, you know. It wasn't no liking pictures, comments. It really wasn't a lot of texting. I mean,
it was like more pure.
Yeah, like I can just see.
There's this Instagram account. He like walks around, finds people on the street, like couples and stuff. It's like, oh, tell me how you met. And older couples, it's always like these.
That shit is always so
these
sweet,
beautiful, like drawn out, like I saw her at the bookstore.
Yeah,
like, you know what I mean? Like, and now it's just like, yeah, like slid her DMs. We met on Twitter. We met on Tinder. We met on Instagram. That's just the day and age, though.
That does cut, like I like to say, prospect. It does cut it immediately in half.
I mean, yeah,
probably like a good 80%
of
women you probably would never see without social media.
Yeah, this is true.
You only gonna see the women that you see
in real life.
In real life, so more so the women around your environment, like around your neighborhood, stuff like that. If you're in a rough neighborhood, most times you may run into a rough woman. Am I precious right now? I'm not tripping. Does that make sense?
No, it's facts. It's facts.
So, and also,
it's the same thing with men. You know?
Yeah. So if you was to go out into like a mall or something like that, you only want to see who you see there.
Right.
Social media, I mean, shit.
They can be anywhere.
They can be anywhere. They can be always in fucking
Ibiza.
Yeah.
And some people take that shit serious though. Like people got relationships like through social media, like long distance. I personally can't do it.
Like E-dating, I can't do that.
Catfish only exists
literally,
because of
that's the only reason
social media dating and that whole thing. First of all, the fact that show is still on.
Is it really?
How is
it still on? People are still getting catfish.
Oh, that nigga is
Come on now.
Yeah.
Come on now. Y'all still falling for the my FaceTime, bro.
Yeah, like
no.
Like that's crazy.
FaceTime?
As soon as I hear, my friend don't have my friend don't have a IG or social media. Oh, I know what this is.
But it's cool because
I know what this is. It's a setup. As soon as I get there,
no.
I think too, like I think the expectations of dating have changed a lot because of social media and you know what, like maybe men expect from relationships, what women expect from men in terms of like all this talk of the providing and the bills and the 50-50 and all this and that. I feel like it skewed the relationships or the expectations for both sides about what's to come, what you can expect, how things should be, because everybody also wants to just, you know, keep up an image.
Right.
And that's really literally what social media is about, you know. You don't know me, you just scroll and you see what I let you see of my life. And you know, you see what I choose to present.
Everybody rich, everybody
getting money, everybody's that's what I'm saying. I'm saying
everybody doing great.
All this whole thing of like every nigga want to be a trick and fly me out and flew this and pay my bills, and there's nothing wrong with that, especially if that's your lifestyle. But you know, a lot of people expect that from in situations where like we're everyday average Joes. You know what I mean? Like your girl is not gonna be cooking you dinner and sucking your dick every single night. No questions asked. Your man is not gonna be taking you on trips once a month and all this and that. Like we're regular people. You know what I mean? We're regular people. I think even with myself, like when I was younger in my relationship and you know, my man was in college and, you know, I'm talking like 19, 20, like young. I wanted to be going on dates and doing all this and doing all that. But it's like my expectations were skewed about what I could expect and all this and that because of what I seen on social media and how everybody else's relationship looked. But it's like, this man is in college working, going through the things like, you know, being on the other side of it, there's, you know, benefits, there's fruits, but it's like at the time I feel like I made that more of an issue than it needed to be. And it was more of a pressure on him and more of a thing on him. No, for real. It was more of a pressure on him that, you know, yeah, I feel like people's expectations are just skewed a little bit, especially for younger people. I was just saying this recently with my homegirl, like, especially we're seeing with prom season, every time it comes around, people start talking about, oh, how these people looking so grown, and they doing all this with the nails and the lashes and the dudes with the suits and the cars and all the things. But it's like the teenagers, just like when we were teenagers, we was watching people our age. You know, we didn't care about what 30 and 40-year-olds was doing. When we were 16, 17 years old, we're looking at, you know, the 21 to 25. Like, that's who we were trying to be like and, you know, modeling ourselves after. So now look at the young kids stepping crazy.
I was just
stepping crazy.
One of the topics, I think it's actually the next topic I was going to say. Did you see Bronny's like LeBron James Jr.?
Oh yeah, the white girl.
Yes. I was actually going to. What do you think about that?
I think first of all, I'm not going to get up here and say nothing crazy about interracial relationships.
We got another episode coming.
But also like I'm a product of an interracial relationship. I have a white mother and a black father. So I think people get very caught up in all the talk of like, if you're with somebody of another race, you hate yourself, or you're trying to be a culture vulture, or, you know, and there's real love in those situations. And also those situations are outliers. People also don't understand that. Black people marry black people the most. White people marry white people the most. Asian people marry Asian people the most. Like the interracial relationships that we see are outliers. So people acting like there's something's destroying the it's not. You know what I mean? It's not.
Before you continue, I will say this though. I do see a lot of black athletes hating white women. Now I don't know what this means. I do see a lot of black, especially men.
It's there.
Dating
it's
women.
there.
I have nothing against that. Obviously, my mother.
The thing is, and also I think a lot of black women have repeatedly said this. We don't care if y'all want to date white women, Latin women, whatever you come from. I think a lot of black women take issue with it when it's like you date those women in spite of us, you know? Have your white women and your Mexican women and love them and cherish them and all those other things, but don't date white women because, you know, black women are just like deal with that first. Deal with that first, because if that is what's like the motivation behind your preferences, I do agree that some preferences need to be checked, but also to an extent, like, I don't know. It's also such an ugly conversation to be having in this time, given what we've already been through as black people in this country and with our history and all of these other things. You know, my parents have had their own stories about, you know, people not agreeing with their relationship and slurs being hurled at people, and, you know, my mother not communicating with certain sides of her family because of it and things like that. So it's very real. And I feel like if that's who Bronny likes,
I
you know, who are we? Like if that's who Bronny likes, and also he's going to a private school, which is probably predominantly white.
I was gonna say
he lives in a fucking rich ass neighborhood, which is probably predominantly white. Aren't those kids all from Calabasas? Like, was Bronny born in that? Either way, y'all was born into the good life. Y'all was born into the good life, and the schools that you're in, the programs that you're in, the things that you're doing. Not to say he don't have black friends or he's not in black spaces, but also he's probably in a lot of predominantly white spaces as well. So if that's the girl that he likes, also these are kids. This whole everything that's been said about prom season out of the mouths of adults needs to stop.
Kids.
I hate it. Y'all look like clowns on social media talking about like these kids, and it's like, cut it out. Cut it out. But I don't feel any way about it. I feel like if that's who he loves, that's who he loves. There is a flip side to interracial relationships. We could get into it if y'all wanted to or not, but you know, there's but I just don't always feel like that's what it is off the rip. As soon as you see whatever the mix is, whatever the combination is, it's automatically, especially with black people, it's automatically a thought of like there's some self-hatred there. And I don't think that's the case. And I don't think That's fair. Or that the white person or whoever's with the black person has a fetish and wants their mixed babies and want like that's not always the case. Like y'all gotta chill out with that. Yeah.
What do you think?
Let the kids be kids.
In terms of like what, the Bronny thing?
Yeah, well, and also
well, one thing I was thinking about what you said in terms of like athletes. This year in the NFL draft, one player got drafted from HBCU. So I mean, all the other players came from PWIs.
Ooh,
obviously,
say that.
Predominantly white. So it's like that's kind of all they around. Like she was saying, you know, they come from predominantly white spaces. And that may be the
space you want to be in if you're trying to make it big, you know? Is the HBCU school really going to get you there, or is the Big Ten school going to get you there?
That kind of decision, like, decision there. Yeah, it is. But unfortunately, it's the way of life right now, you know? It's like the Jim Crow stuff then died, but it's really not all the way dead.
But it's there. It's still warm.
Absolutely. I seen a video earlier. This white teacher, I don't know if it was like kindergarten graduation day or what, but she was going down the line, hugging all the students. She got to the black girl. She said, let's say she hugged the white boy right in front of the black girl. Hugged him. She got to the black girl. She said,
I saw that. She just like pat her on her shoulder.
I did not see this shit,
bro. I mean, it wasn't nothing crazy. She was hugging all the white students.
It was crazy. Nah. It was crazy. No, it was crazy. It was crazy. It was crazy.
And she walked, so she said. Hug the little white boy right in front of her. But literally to her, she said,
"Yeah, I did not see this shit.
I seen it earlier today. So the stuff is still there.
Like a little.
It might have been kindergarten, bro. Maybe first grade.
It was giving like maybe third, fourth grade or something. And the teacher was just walking through the hallway, hugging her students, like. No, I need to find it. Because I just saw it earlier.
Why she finds that?
Ooh, the account is suspended.
Oh, shit.
I actually not if I'm able to find it, I'll put a video on.
Anyways,
it was crazy. Bronny. No, because she embraced all the whites who like, I love you, like I'm your teacher, and the little black girl was just like. Kevin moving. It was crazy. It was crazy. And I think the quote tweet that was going viral was something along the lines of like, that little black girl just learned a very important lesson about race. We keep having this idea that children are too young to learn about racism with all the critical race theory and the book banning and all that stuff going on. But they're never too young to experience it. And that was what was like going around and stuff.
I was 10, 11 years old hearing hard R in Call of Duty.
Whoa,
for sure.
Oh my God. Nah, Call of Duty scarred y'all. That's for sure. Definitely scarred niggas.
Sure. Yeah.
To this day.
So I heard that shit early on. But continue with your.
I was gonna say is Bronny, like she was saying, Bronny can love who he wanna love.
Yeah. Bronny can love who he want to love.
He can be with whoever he want to be with and just be the best athlete or student athlete he can be. For real, I don't have no problem with it.
So I was able to find a video. I'm gonna put a video on.
She did her crazy.
On the
She did her crazy
on the podcast. But yeah,
that's the whole video. I didn't even see the whole
crazy.
That's the whole
because
video.
There were more. There were like several
early.
More students after.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. And then she held her arm out and everything.
Literally just
she stopped her. She said, "Oh, not too close."
Yeah.
It was crazy.
That's nuts.
Yeah, one day earlier I was at this diner and this. I mean, I don't have no problem with it because I don't give a fuck. But I was at this diner earlier with my girl and basically this white guy was holding the door. He held the door for like probably 6 people. Then my girl was walking in front of me, and literally after he let that person in, he looked at her and like just walked in and like just dropped the door. Now I grabbed her, she didn't touch the door, but I was just like, damn, this nigga must like hate
it's
black
very
people.
real,
like for real. Because I hold, you know, we work. I hold the door for everybody. And
also, I feel like every time there's an interaction like that, as a black person, you have to ask yourself, like, was that racism? Or are you? Are you just a fucking asshole or ill-mannered person? It'd be shit like that.
I don't care about which way it goes.
Bro, I will never forget. I used to work down in Harbor East at this little clothing store, and one day I was just cleaning off the front glass because it was little fingerprints and all this and that. And this lady walked past me and she was like, "Oh, you're so good with this. You should come do my house." And you want to know what's crazy? All my coworkers were white and everything. The only person in the room that got it was me and the black security guard. We both looked at each other like,
You look you ain't spit on her.
That's probably one of the craziest.
Is that old white woman?
Nah, she was like middle age. She was giving like late 30s. She was fucking old enough to know better. Yeah.
Back.
Anyway, enough about that. Now we go on to the next topic. First date you've ever been on?
I can't say I've ever been on a bad date. I, again, have been in a relationship for a while. So all of my like previous relationships were in like high school. Earlier in my... I don't think so. I mean,
it was a date and it went
for
bad.
me personally, the things that I've been through in relationships into my early 20s, it's not relevant experience for me. It's not relevant experience. Like dating as a kid, like as a high schooler, I don't think it's really.
You know,
like there's nothing from my ex-boyfriend in the 11th grade that I've like carried into my current relationship.
You
like
are the second person in a row who have sat in that same seat at the exact same thing.
I just don't feel like it is. Like
it's different. I feel like it's different.
It is different.
It's one
because everything about dating changes. You know, the things that I liked and disliked or wanted and all those kinds of things when I was 16 and 17 that is not relevant to who I am at 23. So it's like, yeah, no. I don't feel like it's relevant. So I've never really been on a bad date. Can't say
what constitutes a date is bad? Because I feel like if you can't say what's actually like
what constitutes a date as bad is if your energy is off. That's for sure. If you're coming on too strong sexually, male or female, it can be weird. And I'm sorry if there's any weird shit about the bill, like cut it out for me. If it's our first date, pay for the bill. Like it's our first date, like please.
Yeah,
like
that's a question. That's a question too.
If it's the first date, pay for the bill. Stop this. Like, stop this madness. Stop this madness. The first date, yes, absolutely.
I agree with that. However, if the woman asks for the first date, I feel like
that's what I was gonna say. That doesn't matter who.
But she don't ask people out, so she don't feel like that. She don't ask people out. But I feel like if a woman was to walk up to me and ask me out, and I say yes,
also have no issue with that. I mean, my man don't like letting me pay for stuff, but like, you know, I ordered some food this day, or
okay,
you know,
I got you. No, that's normal.
You know, or like most recently, I took my first birthday a couple months ago. Like it's something special, but like not, no. So yeah, I don't know. It's not my ministry.
Like, majority of all the time, that man should always pay for the date
first. Like, come on.
But the question that I always hear a lot is, should the man pay for the date, especially if the woman initiates the date, like invites, like, hey, let's go to this place.
No.
Let's go this time, da-da-da. Should the man then pay for the date? If she plans everything.
Yeah, no, I feel like if it's something I'm putting together, I'll just go ahead and pay for it. Now, also, I'm in a situation where he's 9 times out of 10 gonna interject and be like, oh, no. Anyways, but no, if it's something that I'm organizing, I'm like, we should do this day, this time, you know, things like that. If it's something that I said like, oh, we should do this, and then months later you decide to set it up and organize it, don't make me pay. But
you speaking about this like because you're in a relationship, we just talking about strictly first dates. Like
first
dates,
first dates,
you don't do it. If you were to ask somebody on a first date,
I feel like the man or whomever the person is more masculine should be the one to pay. Or if it is a, you know, same-sex situation, then whoever's initiating and wanting to. But I also feel like if it's a first date, are you not as a man wanting to take me out on that first date? So why? Like, no, not the first. I just feel like that's so tacky. I don't know. I just feel like it's tacky. You want me to pay for our first date, first?
When she said,
which is also maybe, what are the chances also that the first date is my first time ever being out with you as well? Like in that setting. You know what I mean? Don't do that.
I don't know why I just see a nigga like the bill come. We had a good time. The bill come in. He like, all right, so like we splitting this? Like what we doing?
On the first date?
I see those niggas be like, are you coming with me? And he be like, no. He be like, oh yeah, give me a t-shirt.
That kind of shit is so petty.
Yo! Is that expectation there? When a man pays
that's
for
not,
a date
that's not, no.
or something like that?
I don't think there should be. I don't think there should be. Like, it's our first date. I feel like it's just a chivalrous thing. You know what I mean?
Bruh,
I feel like it's
you looked through the whole list of topics, but bro, you are on the fucking money.
No, for real. I feel like it's just. I feel like if that's the situation, if we're talking man, woman, you're interested in me, you're wanting to pursue me, all this and that. If it's the first date, yeah, pay for the first date. And no, I don't feel like there should be that expectation there because we just went out to dinner.
Yeah.
Like this, and I don't get me wrong, I get it in y'all's minds the way y'all want to equate financial provision and sexual activity. I get it. But I don't feel like we're being real. I get it, but I don't feel like there should be an expectation there. I covered your $50 meal. Bust it open. Like, calm down.
It's different if something happened during the dinner. You can tell she feeling you and like that might happen. That's no expectation.
Right.
Pay for this dinner, so I should get some. No, it's not
right.
Now I will say this. Having said that, I don't play devil's advocate. Now, go out with a woman. You would pay for the whole dinner. You do the whole shebang shabig.
Mm-hmm.
First date.
Or just date in general.
Mm-hmm.
And you know off rip, you're getting absolutely nothing. Not that day, the next week, next month, you're getting nothing from that woman. Would you still do it?
I have actually done that before, and you know that.
I mean, yeah. But I'm saying in hindsight, I mean, if you know before going in, would you still do it?
There's nothing wrong.
In hindsight, looking back on it, like, okay, I didn't get nothing from that. Now, see, this is the thing, though. Listen. It's different to say I'm not going to get nothing sexually, but it's like, all right. So you remember that one situation where I went out on a date with Shorty, and I think the bill was like $200. And then literally the next day, I think we texted for a couple hours that day. But after that, it was just.
I don't think the amount matters either.
Okay, no. Now it really doesn't. But my thing was we texted the next day, and then the next day.
It does not. It doesn't. Hold on. There's a point he's making.
It's just the fact that I spent $200, which $200 is not a problem. We had a good time. We ate, we drank, whatever. Texted a couple hours the next day, and after that, it was it. So it's really literally like I threw $200 in the trash. Like. After we went on a date was cool, you feel me? Blah, blah. Next day, cool, we text him a little bit. But then I don't hear from him for 2, 3, 4, 5 days. It's like, okay, I could have kept my shit in my pocket.
You thought I was feeling you?
Yeah. I was saying,
that's what it gave.
Yeah.
Now that I feel like that's just, now, if you're not interested in somebody, tell them. If you didn't enjoy yourself, tell them. If that's not something you want to do again, tell them. Like,
that
I don't like that's also.
Too.
Okay, fair enough.
Well, I have a different worst date than just wasting the money. Because fuck the money. I mean,
yeah, no, but I feel like there shouldn't, or at least me personally, I'm not gonna be dealing with the dude that is an expectation. I'm not like that's just not. Yeah, no, there shouldn't be. That's weird to me, honestly, because if we go out and I pay for the first day, I'm not expecting you to just come back and, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It's when I get it, we're different people, whatever. But yeah, like, no, that's weird.
Definitely for sure. I'm not saying the expectation is like, all right, I just kicked out X, Y, and Z and we got to do this. The play devil's advocate, I'm just saying, in hindsight, if you know you're wasting your time,
no.
Right.
It's not going to go if it's not going to go actually nowhere, not even just the sexual aspect.
Yeah, I'm not letting you take me out on a date if I don't like you, if I'm not interested in you, if I don't think you're attractive, if I don't have
just to get the free meal and X, Y, and Z.
Which I think is also fucked up.
I don't know where that comes. I feel like that comes from maybe me personally.
She's smiling
No. Listen.
I bought 2 crab cakes.
Now she had you spending money on seafood.
And literally the next day, that shit was.
I don't remember this.
Nah, see,
She used to watch my stories to this day.
Listen, I can't say any of my friends have ever or I have personally either been in a position or none of my friends have been like, I'm hungry, I'm gonna go on this date. Like, I don't, like, that's crazy to me. I can't wrap my head around that either. But also, like, I don't want to do that. Why am I sitting across the table from you having this conversation? It's a whole intimate setting. We're face to face. I'm not doing all that. I feel like shout out to the girls who do it. That's a lot of labor, like emotionally, mentally, like your time, your energy, all this and that, just for the sake of a meal. I don't think it's that deep. It's never that deep. Y'all know better than me. Y'all know better than me. So I don't know.
What I see from what I see.
That's weird.
So I'm gonna answer the question. I'm gonna get 2 parts. I'm gonna get 2 parts real quick. First part, in terms of the women, you said both sexes expecting something. I have been taken on a date before, first date. Like got asked, taken on the first date. She paid.
Okay.
And she had expectations. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I folded. But I feel like most niggas probably would.
But it's also different. Y'all don't get the same.
Niggas do. I could probably count you on two hands how many times I've actually been taken out, and we're not even talking about just first dates.
That's different. Y'all also don't get the same like backlash or whatever for sleeping with somebody on the first date. You know, y'all don't. It's not.
I don't think women should get it. It's not that thing. Fuck it. Anyways,
I'm saying like
worst date. I went on a date with this girl, and I'm a gentleman. I'm a nice guy for real. When I tell you this girl, we went out and she's like an asshole the entire time. Not only just to me, but just like the waiter too. Like, ooh, come on, she's like clipped. In everybody's ass. Yeah, and like,
can't be rude to the service workers. That's clipped.
To me, women, it's just a immediate turn off.
And I've gotten better with tips. Like, I gave a nice little hefty tip last night about the dinner.
I feel like if you've worked in a restaurant before, you know that life. Mm-hmm. I just can't. I could never ever be rude to service workers, waiting staff, whatever.
No, but she was an asshole. Like, it was
That's
bad.
terrible.
I really feel like, obviously I don't know for sure, but I feel like after we left, that nigga probably cried. She
man, was that bad? The fuck?
Yeah, she like started coming for this nigga, like packing on him just cause. So no, it was a new guy. It was a new guy, and he basically brought out. She ordered something. He brought out the first thing. It was slightly wrong, and she had got modifications to it. And it wasn't because of an allergy, because I can understand being pissed if you got an allergy.
If it's an allergy, yeah.
And she just don't like it, which, okay, I get it, but you don't got to be an asshole about it. Then she started talking about, like, the way he looked, the clothes he got on.
Yeah.
And I really wanted to be on some movie shit and just get up and leave and just leave her with the bill.
Be nice to your servers, y'all. Be nice to your service people.
I can't get up and leave with the bill.
Please.
Imagine high school cafeteria pack session. She was packing this man, like...
What?
On the date though.
Yes.
Be a lady.
I'm sitting across the table just listening to her packing this nigga.
Be a lady. Why are you packing on the first date?
Packing this man like
that's crazy. I'll be honest. That's
and I don't know, because some women like their men are like not really pack on them, but just like say shit about them. I don't really do a whole lot of that with my girl. So that shit was just like, probably not. Yeah, I'm good.
I'm gonna get in my nigga ass. He gonna get in mine too. The banter has to be there. The banter has to be there.
It can't be like that though. She was, because I feel like that would have been me had I like stayed next to it.
Like, and you're doing that to to the service worker. That's just nasty.
Each boy.
That's just nasty.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, that was my worst date though.
Damn.
Boo.
Here we go. You gotta go through your book, bro.
Chill out.
Wow. He just called you a slut. Wow.
I haven't really been on no bad dates. I probably maybe the worst day I probably been on was and
that list is long.
That's
crazy.
Anytime I go first, I'm over here thinking about what I'm saying. I can tell you're not doing the same thing. Then as soon as we call you, then you start going down the list. Like,
no. I would probably say, man, something small. Maybe like, I don't know, like, matter of fact, yes, I do know. So this one girl I was on a date, unbeknownst to me, I used to deal with a friend of hers. Unbeknownst to me, by the way, bottom of all shit, don't ever date a woman. And also, it's well, I'm saying it's super hard to date a really attractive woman in Baltimore. I date another attractive woman in Baltimore as well. I guarantee you somehow somebody know each other. It's a lineage.
I guarantee they go to the same wax lady.
It's a lineage. That's crazy.
I can almost guarantee you they gonna go to the same wax lady.
Oh, they was same wax girl.
Shout out the miracle effect.
Listen.
Boy, let me tell you something.
Mira has seen every vagina in Baltimore. Everyone, all of them.
Taking a picture of Mira with her new shot. I said, "Dang."
Yeah, I seen hella people I know.
I said, "Oh shit!" I hope they was just talking about Mira shit. Because yeah, bro. Listen, it's super not unfortunate. It's really super hard to.
And if they're friends, that's
weird. So unbeknownst to me, they was actually friends, and then. He was asking me questions about the girl.
Oh, that's weird.
While I was on a date with her.
I don't like that.
And you dealt with the girl before her. How like long in between?
It was probably like a year.
Stop asking questions.
As I'm going through it.
Let me talk about this. We can talk about something else.
Yeah, if it even makes you uncomfortable, then don't deal with somebody that your friend dealt with if that's gonna be like an uncomfortable thing, or you
clearly she knew
asking right.
She probably asked for permission.
I've hit this mic so many times.
So apparently so you know how women they be like, yeah, I'm going to date. I say, oh girl, who is it? And then
in that gym or whatever it is.
Oh, girl.
It was one of those. So she was like, bro, we in the middle of eating. Like, I'm about to put the food on. She was like, hey, so how you know X, Y, and Z? I'm like,
oh my God. Can we enjoy ourselves?
Yeah,
Yes.
I thought, oh yeah, they were here in the corner. Gun to my head.
I ain't gonna lie, you know what that made me think about? You know what that made me think about this now? When I went out with this one girl and another shorty that same night sent me, basically, remember the girl put when I first got my car, the girl put my
oh yeah,
I ain't gonna lie. So look,
that was some
so look, when I first got my Tesla, I went out with this girl. We went out to some bar. Yes, Lord, it's my baby. But anyways, she posted me and her close friends and said, "Baby, let me drive the Tesla." First of all, that's a fucking lie.
Yeah, that's
for the people who know what happened to my last car.
I know this nigga. I was right telling that fucking Tesla.
Never. Anyways, another shorty who's in her close friends sent me that because basically I had my job like license plate bracket around. She was like, "Is that your car?"
Yeah.
That's a major code violation. Yeah. That's a major code violation.
It's the first time I ever talked to this girl, like seeing her outside of social media. And
do they know each other?
Yeah,
actually, are they cool? Stop having people y'all don't know in your close friends. Cut it out. Cut it out. Close friends. Cut it out.
It's two different types of people on Instagram. It's people who put people in their close friends as people, and there's people who actually put their close friends in their close friends. I only have my close friends in my close friends. I don't have just like
I used to. I had to cut that out though.
What's going on?
Nah.
What's going on?
We didn't talk about that.
But yeah, stop having people you don't know in your close friends.
Small world for real. But no, they actually knew each other, but they wasn't like real close, but they knew each other. And she was like, "This your car?" And that kind of
is this your car?
I blew up the relationship with the shorty who I went out with because that shit kind of blew me. But
damn.
That's fucking. Speaking of close friends,
understandably so.
Before I continue, speaking of close friends thing, that's like one of my worst fears of being out with somebody and they take a picture of like the wine or something like that, or just get a glimpse of the
you remember sure took a picture of the desk?
Oh my fucking gosh! All right, real quick, this old song I can finally say now. Somebody that I had over one night took a fucking picture of my gaming setup and put it in.
Bitch said that's his room.
Yes.
This is the old one, bitch. I know that room, bitch.
I know that setup.
I know the bed covers.
It was a full video. Quick 4-second video. Music playing everything. That's
Music playing?
That was green.
That was some green.
That got you caught up?
Oh, actually, it didn't get me caught
up.
Oh. But even still, I said, bro, I ain't realize.
Nigga's a magician.
That's just out of pocket, though. Don't do that.
Bro, yeah, I ain't realize.
Yeah, no.
Don't shut that ever again. Because that was fucking crazy. Anyway, here's the story though. She said, "Oh yeah, you how you know da?" And I was like, "Damn, I heard her name in a while." I was like,
He even bite my food.
You feel me? So I ain't want to give her too much information. I was like, I know we you know what I'm saying, we used to talk whatever. And she's like, "Oh, because I knew her since da." And she told me I used to talk whatever. And I was like, well, I'm sorry, right there, we didn't talk. First off, we was cool. And you know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, that was probably, I probably charged it as like the worst day. Because that we went on like
that's a lot. That's uncomfortable.
Yeah, that was real because I ain't gonna tell you that. I mean, I hate your man's, but it was, I ain't saying that, but it was like, I mean, you feel me? We went out. That was pretty good.
Yeah.
But yeah, but that goes into when I said earlier.
The city's too small.
Yeah,
yes,
for sure.
The city's too small, and it's like you at some point you will come across something.
It's insane how many people I know that you know. The city's too small.
Yes,
but is it because you went to Mount Royal?
Yeah, I did go to Mount Royal.
Every fucking body and their grandmother and uncle went to Mount Royal.
Man, I tell you what,
the city's so small.
How much of a course could have changed? Because I was this close to going to BSA for acting.
I almost went to BSA.
Yeah, I got accepted and everything. I was this close. How much shit probably would have changed if I went to fucking BSA.
Yeah, that would have been a whole different world. Yeah. I remember I walked in from my audition and I seen ballerinas and all like real proteges. Like,
really,
they're actually serious. Yeah.
My audition for BSA, I ain't getting in though. But I was pretty good at what I did.
What'd you do? Yeah.
Oh, I used to be a sax prodigy. Like
really?
Sax. Yeah, I stopped playing when I was.
I did not know
that.
I used to play the clarinet in elementary school.
When I was 13, I used to play shows with my the nigga who taught me, but then he passed away from cancer. And I was a young boy, and I really wish I had the resolve that I have now, because if I could redo
buy a
it,
saxophone. Get
really
back
should.
to
No,
it.
I really should.
Get back to it.
Literally, I was doing shows with this nigga. If I had kept playing after he passed away, I'm gonna be honest, we wouldn't be in Towson right now. We'd be in fucking
no saxophone.
We'd be somewhere.
I ain't lying. I remember that.
Dummy.
Saxophones are great. I was doing karaoke one night down the power plant, and there was just a random man with a saxophone down at the power plant.
Bruh.
Came in there, was playing his shit.
I was
singing
years
karaoke
old one Christmas season. I made one night $250 just from knocking on niggas' doors and like playing Christmas songs with my saxophone. Yes, 11 years old. Like I was him.
Dang it. 250 at 11. A case. Instruments have a case. Yeah.
But yeah, that nigga, he was like my father figure. So when he passed away, it was very, very devastating. I couldn't. I could have, but I didn't have the resolve.
And I mean, think about, I used to play the fucking guitar, like electric guitar. I still electric guitars in my mother house. I have not.
Y'all made me want to go get a saxophone.
Yeah.
I
got locked in now, but I was really good at acting. You can ask lyric. Oh,
shit! I don't gotta ask nobody.
You was on your Tupac.
See the remnants now.
You already got the nose. You already got the nose ring.
Yeah, bro. I was really, really good at that shit, man. Like the Henry Woods, I was the Wolf, the Romeo and Juliet shit, bro.
Wow.
All right, well, real quick, so we kind of dived into a little bit, but we gonna just cut it real short for this quick topic. Do you think chivalry is dead? Real quick.
No.
You think it's dead? Okay.
No, chivalry's not dead. Date men who like you. Chivalry's not dead at all. Not at all.
You think chivalry dead?
Nah.
No.
I'm pretty chivalrous when it comes to my girl.
As you should. Yeah.
But no, what she said though, definitely fuck with people who you actually like and not just.
Yeah. Chivalry's not dead.
Out here, and I am guilty of it from the past. Niggas out here be fucking with people just to get a nut off. You see the way you treat people. Like when you look real hard at how you treat people, you can tell who you actually like and who you don't really like. It's just like getting something from.
Well, you be doing a whole bunch of shit for somebody that you don't.
Man, let's not even get into that.
You be up forward and closing, motherfucker.
Screaming.
My clothes are getting folded for me lately.
Difference, bro. If someone you're dating texts all about. So.
Oh, Christ Almighty.
Mentally, physically, financially, everything you think of. But cheat.
Yeah, I'm good. I'd rather be somewhere.
Absolutely the fuck not.
I don't know how people out here get cheated on this day. I'll be honest. It's not worth that.
Because here's the thing. For the women who do it, I get it. Especially for the women who are dealing with those like upper echelon men, rappers, athletes, all that good stuff. I can understand it, but for me, and also for me personally, I feel like, cheating is like such this lax thing or whatever. I really don't like, that's my all-time deal breaker. Like that's really like putting your hands on me and cheating on me is like, you're done. You're out of here. I can't do it. There's a lot of things that I can, understand and give grace for. And, maybe we got in a wild argument and you called me out my name, maybe you're going through something and you're not showing up the best as a partner, maybe something, whatever, maybe I'm not feeling supported by you, or maybe I'm not, like, there's other woes in a relationship outside of just being cheated on. Yeah. And it's like, to be able to have room for that and understand it and offer grace for people going through their emotions and not always being who you want them to be and vice versa. I feel like cheating is the one thing that I'm just like, no, that shit is so gross to me. Yeah. I was actually just saying, I was talking with my homegirl the other night, and I said that, when we talk about cheating and stuff, it's so much about how like it hurts and, how insecure it makes you and like all these things. But I don't hear people talk enough about, especially like man to woman relationship, they don't talk enough about the respect that makes me lose for you. And it's one thing, like, you can maybe be with a man who embarrassed you maybe you can be with a man who hurt you. Maybe you can be with a man who's not always whatever, but I feel like to be with a man or a person, period, being with a person that you don't respect is different.
They don't respect you if they cheat on you.
Because we can go through things in our relationship and maybe right now we don't like each other, but we'll get back right, or maybe right now we're not communicating properly, but those kinds of things are going to make me lose respect for you. Yeah. You know what I mean? But Yeah, for me personally, I can't look at you the same. I can't look at you the same. And that's just the one thing for me that's like, yeah, no, I can't do the cheating. Even if you're paying my bills and you're doing all this, it's a lot of women who sell their soul for the shoes in the closet and the high-rise ceilings and the fame and the notoriety of being X, Y, and Z's wife. But like, you know, it's just not my thing. If you're checking, you can't check all my boxes if you're cheating. That's the type of person I am. There's forever a box unchecked if you're cheating on me, because that's just not something that I can understand and deal with in a relationship.
Now, what do you consider cheating? Do you consider like
anything you wouldn't do if I was sitting next to you? Because if you wouldn't do it with me sitting next to you, then you know that it violates like the boundaries of a relationship, and that's just that, you know? Yeah, no.
Oh yeah,
and I don't cheat, you know. Again, I've been in a relationship for some years. We've broken up before. And that's also what I mean when I say like the woes of a relationship. It's not always about cheating. It's not always about, you know, those kinds of things. But yeah, I just feel like respect is a hard thing. There's a lot of things that can be worked on and a lot of things that can be built, you know, whether it be trust or communication or, you know, the sexual intimacy, whatever, all those kinds of things can be worked on and built. But once my respect for you as a man, as a partner and all that is gone, like, yeah, nah.
I feel that.
Can't do it. You're not checking on my boxes if you're cheating.
Well, to me personally, I feel like, not that I condone cheating from anybody, but men cheating and women cheating is two different things. Niggas
I disagree.
Cheat. I mean, not in a big picture, but I feel like niggas will cheat just to, I mean, it's fucked up, but just to get some ass. I mean, but I feel like women not gonna just fuck anybody. I feel like women have to have that emotional connect. Like you gotta like a nigga to do that with him. So me personally,
for not all women. There are those women out there who can have those sexual ties and move on, just like y'all. Like they're out there.
Me personally, though,
I can never say 100%. I feel like people cheat because they want to.
I mean, yeah.
Like, granted, all the quote unquote reasons people talk about, like we're not having sex enough, you're not making me happy, I'm falling out of love with you, like whatever those reasons are. I feel like, number one, there's always something that can be done about it. Like I said, everything can be worked on before you cheat. And then also, like, without doing those other things or the necessary work to repair whatever is going wrong in the relationship, that should have always been step one. You know what I mean? Like, how do we jump straight to cheating? Like, you just wanted to do that.
Right.
You just wanted to do that. I think everybody cheats because they want to, regardless of what the quote unquote motivation behind it might be. You acted on it. Even if you thought about it, even if you considered it, you acted on it because you simply wanted to. So it's like, yeah, no. It's a conscious decision also. You didn't just meet this person, get their number, start talking with them, build enough of whatever you had to build to be intimate with the person. Like, it's a process. You chose this. You didn't slip and fall into the coochie. Like, you chose this. Or slip and fall on the dick. You chose it. No, I would not be with anybody who cheats on me if they pay the bills and keep my house clean and all this and that. Why? So I can be sitting in that big ass house with nice cars on the driveway alone by myself? Are you flying around the world fucking bitches and making them sign NDAs? No. No. For what? Big old house for what? You know, red bottoms for what? Chanel bags for what? At least that's just me. That's just what I'm saying, you know?
I respect the answer, but I will say this. If it was Ruby Rose in the same situation,
all right.
Hey.
cut this nigga mic so you get to talking about Ruby Rose. Because the way you be posting Ruby Rose on your story.
Let's go to the next topic.
The way you be posting Ruby Rose on your story, yo.
Hey, Chris,
nah.
Last week I did. Like that shit.
He said Ruby Rose could do whatever she wanted.
Oh, I didn't say that. But I'm saying,
nah.
See, I feel like
Ruby Rose, hold on. Put yourself in them shoes though. Ruby Rose, paying your bills. Ruby Rose, whatever you need, shoes, the fresh cut, whatever, upkeep, constant, your lifestyle. She's maintaining your lifestyle. Like without Ruby Rose, your lifestyle's on some Average Joe shit.
Okay, that sounded crazy.
And you telling me she can't do whatever she want?
She come home and she was like, yeah, I was just eating something last night.
Please.
All right, please.
Please.
No.
And then you go to the bathroom and
please.
Would you rather be held in high regard to your parents or by your friends?
Oh Lord, stop! Y'all gonna make this get deep.
I mean, my mom. I mean, I really don't know, because I'm gonna be honest. Y'all my brothers, and I love y'all. Mm-hmm. I don't care what y'all think about me. I know what my life is.
That part.
No, I mean, for real though.
That part.
And I mean, I don't
give a fuck what none of y'all think.
I mean,
that part.
But see, here's what I mean, different from a lot of people. I love my mother dearly. Mm-hmm. I also don't give a fuck what she think about me either.
Facts.
Because I'm me. I do what I want and I get my shit done. So I mean, if I had to pick, I pick my mom, because at the end of the day, y'all niggas gonna fuck with me anyway because I'm funny. But that's conversation another day. But yeah, I mean, probably my mom, just because I want her to know that she raised, a good young man. I get my shit done. I try to help her out when I can, type shit. But
right.
If I had to pick, it would be my mother. But in real life, don't really care.
You don't really care.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say my friends. I don't really care. I don't care about what my parents think.
I respect it.
I also, my parents are married growing up. They're not anymore. But I also, we all get to that point where we like start to see our parents as people and like that whole kind of thing. And I feel like maybe I just got there a little sooner in life, maybe than most people did. They had their own marital issues and, toxic things. My dad was a cheater, so I don't fuck with the cheating shit and cause can't get with it. It's just not in my spirit. So yeah. I kind of from early was like, damn, I don't give a fuck what y'all niggas think about what I'm doing. To be honest, I'm not out here doing no crazy shit, Right. I was never doing crazy shit, started smoking weed in high school. But not bad. Nothing absurd, you know what I mean? So it was just like, and I also, especially as a teenager, when you're in that thing, I didn't really respect a lot of things my parents was doing, or how they was living, or the way my dad treated her, or the shit my mom accepted, so whatever. So it's like, y'all got the way y'all living, I don't want that shit. Y'all got that shit all fucked up. So why would I take any advice from you? Why would I, listen to what you have to say about relationships, or why, so all of the things that I was going through in my life as a teenager was like, damn, fuck. And then it's like, you have to live your life.
Yep.
And I do care about it to an extent. But if I was, ever doing anything in my life that my mother vehemently disapproved of, but it made me happy, it wouldn't matter. You know what I mean? And then I've also just, the type of relationships that I have with my friends, I'm very locked in with my friends. All of my friend relationships are close. I don't do acquaintances a whole lot and that kind of thing. So yeah, I definitely do care about it a little bit more with my friends. If I'm being honest, I do.
What's actually crazy? You really don't realize how similar you are to a person until you hear them talk. Because with my mother, the one thing my mother do not like that I talk to her as a little adult.
They hate that shit.
Yeah, my mom.
They hate that shit.
Hates that shit.
They hate that shit.
We see shit the same. We always see.
I go through that with my mother all the time, especially because I still have a younger brother. He's 13, so it'd be a lot of back and forth sometimes about things I think about what she lets him do or certain things, whatever. So yeah, we get into that a lot too. It's like, I'm gonna speak to you like, I don't know what it's like to have kids, but I know what it's like to be your kid. So I'm going to say that. They don't like when you talk to them like you're an adult too. Like you're on that same level. They don't like that.
I don't know what your situation is, but my mother don't like that. Especially once they can't pull that "you live in my house" card no more.
Oh my god.
Once they can't pull that "you live in my house" card no more, then that's when they just start getting mad. And it's just like, that's when the back and forth start. But
no.
You know what? All this for you.
But it's like, girl, you're not putting me out, girl. I do your nails for free. Like. But nah, for real though, stay at home as long as you can. As long as your parents will let you. Stay at home and stack that bread. The world is different. We are not buying houses in our early 20s anymore and having our 7th child by 25. That's just not the life anymore. Like, Stay at home, folks.
I would say, especially if you're in school and doing a whole bunch of shit, man.
That part.
That
part. Because I'm paying, I pay my tuition by myself. So, yeah.
This adulting shit is not.
Don't get me started. Don't get me started, please. Yeah.
To answer the question, though, see, my perspective is a little different because I'm the baby of my family. So I have a bunch of.
My boyfriend's the baby.
Yeah, I have a bunch
and you have a bunch of sisters. I
have a bunch of.
I know how it goes.
Sisters.
How many?
So I have 5 sisters.
Christ Almighty.
3 brothers.
Good Lord.
So I grew up in a house full of women.
Right.
So I know what it's like.
I know how that go.
Yeah. I know the side of everything. That's why I understand women more than most men. I would say because I hear the back and forth. I hear it more times than not. Having said that though, I will say, man, I love all my. I'm a people pleaser. You probably seen it from the. Bro. I don't love nothing more than going out and seeing everybody else.
You drags and your close friends.
I love seeing everybody.
That margarita you posted the other night had me upset. I've never seen a margarita that good. It wasn't made right. That's when I tell you that's my drink.
Yeah,
like that's my drink. Like margaritas. Yeah. I'm gonna tell you where to get a good margarita from.
Where should I go?
I'm gonna tell. It's like, no. It's all like that. No. Actually, one of my favorite not gatekeeping. No, actually, my favorite place to go, and people know about it. It's called Bayside Cantina down in Canton on the water. Mm-hmm. Their margaritas, chef's kiss. Like,
I'm not hip.
I love their margaritas, and they get you right. They're made well, and all of their bartenders there are great. Shout out to Kevin and David.
Hey.
Love them.
Is that the big like glass drink you usually get? I see on your story.
Just the other night when I went. Yep. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. The big little Mexican restaurant glass. Yeah. That's the one. Yeah. Bayside Cantina has great margaritas. Really good. Yes, I'm a margarita connoisseur.
So I'm definitely gonna be hitting.
Yeah, no, I can't hang with y'all. Y'all be drinking.
Yeah, I'll never forget, bro. It was the first time. Remember the first time that Brooklyn came out drinking? And she went to a hospital for alcohol poisoning.
Oh
shit!
Oh my god!
That's why I said.
Ladies, don't mix. Don't mix, ladies. And eat your food. Yeah. Don't drink on an empty stomach, ladies.
It's a thing that everybody wants to come out drinking with us. But I say, bro, listen. I want to try to drink that stuff.
I be tapping right through y'all stories. Like, looks fun. Looks like a great time. That drinking is crazy.
Yeah, ever since that time she was in hospital for alcohol poisoning, I would never. Yeah, I will never give somebody the equal amount of shots of the drinks that we all take. No,
screaming.
I've been chilling for the last 2 weeks because I had some episodes in Mexico.
Oh, we're talking about Mexico.
Yeah, that shit was bad.
That's hilarious.
Shit was bad. I would never choose my friends.
Yeah, right.
Everybody love me in my family, though. Like I said,
is that wrong? I don't think it's wrong. I feel like we all pretty much said friends.
Yeah,
for the most part. I mean, I still don't. It's not gonna. Now, granted, I care what was it? You said high regard. Yeah, high regard with my friends. Absolutely. It may not. Now, granted, nobody's opinion is gonna really dictate what I do or how I do it or her. But high regard. Yeah.
I'll definitely probably
to my friends.
Because like I said, I just been
parents are just different. You can't live your life or do the things you want for your parents, and we're coming up in a whole different world than they did. So it's like,
gotta find your own way.
Very last question, which would probably be the most watched clip of this entire podcast.
What's the last question?
I'm gonna start with you. What would do you more harm? Releasing your browser history, all your devices for public record, or releasing the entire thread of your friend's group chat? I mean, from every
okay, wait. What's the time frame on the
all time? Actually, we cap it out as adult, 18 and up.
I feel like we all searched some crazy shit once, right? We all searched some crazy shit, right? It's been some crazy shit.
What do you think is gonna put you like? Oh yeah,
put me in harm's way. Now things might put some of my homegirls in harm's way. Mm-hmm. Not me though. I don't be wilding it. Now, granted, we be in niggas' asses in the group chat. That's for sure. I'm not giving away the keys though. Slow down, baby. I know their hearts dropped when they see me start to list shit. Don't worry. But we definitely be in niggas' asses in our relationship. In our group chat. I might definitely, now granted, I don't tell my relationship business, especially not to my like single friends, but you know, I be needing events sometimes, but he don't like that shit. That might get me in trouble. Not on no crazy disrespectful shit, but yeah, we talk about our relationships. We definitely get in y'all niggas' asses. We cause y'all be wilding, y'all be cutting up. Please, yo in my DMs with the videos. Yeah. Straight to the group chat. I was already talking to bitches, so it was I might have to say fuck.
That's a good question, isn't it?
I'm gonna have to say the group chat might do me more harm. Because that's gonna have my sisters looking at me crazy like, bitch, why would you ever? I might lose friends off that one. Yeah. And then I don't know, just like the way we be in asses, like, so the group chat is so disrespectful. Yeah, that shit. But it's also, a lot of it is just like, there's also personal shit in there too. I feel like a lot of y'all think that's a cop out when we say that like, oh, I don't want you to see my friend's business. No, it's so real, because I feel like as women, we also just talk more about certain things that maybe sometimes men don't. Like, maybe we go a little bit. So yes, no, my homegirl's business is absolutely in there, and that is absolutely under lock and key. Like, that's not going anywhere. So I'm gonna have to say the group chat. The group chat versus the browsing history. Ain't shit in my browsing history y'all haven't searched to or wondered about. Y'all in there searching shit about different people. Y'all in there searching shit about y'all body, especially if we going back to now. Y'all's search history all time is crazy. Whoa. The way I have a 13-year-old brother. I've seen that search history, okay? I'm telling you. Y'all's search history all time is probably fucking disgusting. I just feel like maybe it's a little bit different. So I'm gonna say group chat. Group chat for you? Yeah, the group chat get out. That's a problem.
Let me ask you one question that's gonna dictate how I answer. Are incognito windows also counted?
Yes. Absolutely.
Everything counts.
Absolutely.
All right, well, it's not going to really change my answer. I'm still going to go with the group chat for the simple fact that I didn't search some wild shit in my day, but I feel like me being, you know, the only real opinion I care about right now, I mean, obviously all my friends, I fuck with y'all. If I don't think my brother's history would make my girl leave me, but the group chat probably would, only because I say some offensive shit. Not like no cheating shit, but I say some offensive shit in the group chat.
Go through that phone, bitch. open that shit. No, I'm playing.
Boy,
I'm not an advocate of that either. No,
Adidas would have dropped me quick. Sorry, I'm joking. I'm joking.
My answer is emphatically that group chat, boy.
Oh yeah, we know.
That group chat get leaked.
Y'all be cutting up.
Niggas will give me niggas will not. Women will give me the same, bro. That shit.
I'm sure.
I woke up this morning and looked in the group chat, and the first thing I seen was a stripper's ass.
Oh yeah, that shit.
Jesus Christ.
I'm sorry. The stripper's ass, and then his hand was it was like in motion. Like you couldn't even see the hand because it was in mid slap. I'm like, bro, what the fuck am I looking at right now?
Hey, bro.
Like you said, just hella screenshots of different bitches' pages screaming. We got the same shit in there, but it be giving like, look at this nigga. Like it's not, it don't be giving that. No, there's profile screenshots in the group chat, but it's like, look at this nigga.
I know, it's probably screaming. We had a conversation. There's T versus N. I ain't gonna go too much in detail, but anyways, it's not a whole lot of profile screenshots in my group message for the simple fact that in the past niggas would drop a screenshot in there, and all of a sudden that person that got put in the group chat got 8 new followers. All of them in the friend group. All of them in the friend group. Like, I ain't gonna lie. I've been stopped putting.
That's not P at all. That's not P at all.
But it's more so the shit we say while we fucked up.
Oh,
and then heading into the night, like, all right, what is my da-da-da-da-da? Are you going to yeah?
I feel like releasing all-time search history would just have a lot of us figuring out that like we're all the same people. Yeah. Like we all, like we're all.
Some people might be.
Especially them teenagers. Them teenage years search histories are crazy with the questions about my body, with the questions about the fucking world, with all the Nah.
I will say this though,
it wouldn't be that crazy.
A nigga or a female that's
it wouldn't be that crazy.
Hasn't fully come out, and then their browser history is something there that
come out what like sexually, like I'm gay, come out. Oh,
and then something
that's fucked up. That's fucked up.
I can see that in the browser history.
That's fucked up.
Imagine that shit get exposed and boy, that shit's a
yeah.
Yeah, that shit's bad. I personally don't have nothing against.
Bad.
No.
I mean, I obviously, but it's more so like the image that like if you come off as no, not that.
Right, and then it come out.
Actually is that.
Right, that too. Now, if the group chat does come out, like I'm the same person, you know what I mean? Like it's not. I'm saying. Either way, it wouldn't be on no shit. It wouldn't be on no shit like that. But it's just like, bro, we're women, bro. We running our fucking mouths. We do real bad. We run our mouths real bad.
Adidas dropping you, boy, not Adidas.
Oh yeah, every sponsor will drop.
Don't you know when they do the prison spots and like they got somebody here like all the way across the country, and like they bring somebody back, and it's just like one of those. It's that bad.
Yeah,
screaming.
Yeah, for sure. So
I
would definitely say. If I had to choose, I would prefer the browser system, but we work for sure that group chat. I want to niggas as well.
That's what's up. No, this was fun.
Yeah,
y'all funny as shit.
We'll be back. We'll see her again as a recurring guest.
I will be back.
And episodes down the line. But anyway, thank you guys so much for tuning into the podcast. We know we missed a couple episodes. But thank you so much for tuning in. Go follow Logan's nail page.
At Lowe's Lavish Nails. Come get your nails done, ladies. Get into the material.
Ladies, I know some of y'all watching. Go get the nails done.
Next time I come back, y'all need a nail cam. Yes, a little Zoom situation.
The setup might be different too.
Yeah, hopefully we have some cameras by then. Some actual cameras.
Another camera as well. Also,
no, y'all doing it.
Man, if y'all trying to treat y'all ladies to a nail day, something like that, someone get my nails done. Logan.
I'm see. Yeah. Cash at me for your girl.
Thank y'all so much for listening, whether it's YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, wherever it is. Thank you so much for coming to the No Breaks podcast. Damn, we didn't even introduce ourselves. We introduced ourselves to the beginning. But anyway, it's been Ron.
It's all right. I'm the star today. No, I'm playing.
Next time.
Yeah, no. We back. Like next week. We see y'all next week.
We back for sure. It's gonna be a funny ass fucking episode next week.
Yeah, I'm only here for that. We got content coming.
Oh, it's gonna be a funny fucking episode next week. I can't wait for that shit. But anyway, we'll see y'all next time, bro. Thank you so much for again. Love one of y'all. And real. Logan, you got any final words?
Peace out.
Deuces.
Peace out. We'll see y'all, man.